There's over 4,000 Germans booked in for Europe this summer.
You come and take us out with your top firm, then you can take us on tour.
You won't know what's it, chap.
You couldn't hit water if you fell out of a boat.
You know, I was around at the time that I set the film in, and, you know, I was like Dom in a lot of ways, in the sense that I don't particularly like violence, but I did like the music, the clothes, but it wasn't about kicking people's heads in.
You know, Nick Love's second to none with his sort of period detail, you know what I mean? He sort of lives and breathes the 80s, so it was a real sort of privilege to get an opportunity to work with him.
The red Turinda is the post box red Turinda. Do you know what? I looked at it, when I first see it laid out in front of me, top and bottoms, can I wear that? Will I get away with that? Do you know what? As soon as I put it on, I fell in love with the thing. It looked great. I mean, part of the character too, but honestly, the red top I love. Got about 3 of them.
The Turindas, you know, they're just great. I got into kind of drama at sort of 15 and 16. I started doing theatre groups and stuff like that, so I was very much away from any form of gang. But yeah, no, you know, it's part of Dom's journey, isn't it, that he goes on. He chooses something different.
This film, if anything, is the message behind it is anti-violence. If you sort of really look at the lead character in our film, which is Dominic, played by brilliant young actor Callum McNabb, he does fall in, you know, with this gang. And he is in over his head, and he's faced with a really difficult choice as to sort of what he does with his life, and he decides to turn his back on it. So, you know, in that sense, it's a really relevant film in today's society as well, because everyone can relate to sort of gang culture that we've got.
Listen, I'm a massive fan of the original. It's by far and above my favourite film, and which is why I wanted to, you know, make an homage to it.
I've worked with Nick before in the business, and it's a pleasure to work with, really. He's cast everybody right, you know, so everybody had them sort of little feelings and characters in them anyway, so he's great. I love him.
You play Bex's long-suffering wife.
Yes, long-suffering.
Paul was probably quite fun to work with.
Yeah, he's wicked.
On-set goings-on?
Not so much, just typical banter, really. We had a bit of a laugh, so it was good. Hello, darling. Yeah, no specifics, but we did have a laugh.
In those days, men were happy to stand out of a crowd. Nowadays, men want to stand in it. No one wants to get noticed anymore.
I had like a hand-me-down Fila BJ jumper, which was my pride and joy. It was like cream, and then it had like a red and blue stripe around the V-neck. That was like the best thing, but you know, it was given to me. But like I said, the main man, it wasn't how nice your suit was, it was how nice your tracksuit was.
Back in the 80s, you know, everyone was up for peacocking around and standing out.
Connect 4. I'm a Rubik's Cube man all day long.
Connect 4.
Rubik's Cube.
Connect 4.
Connect 4.
64. Say no more.
Commodore 64.
Spectrum. Commodore 64. Donna Summer.
Oh. It's got to be I Feel Love, definitely.
Oh, tough one. Tough one.
Well, I mean...
I Feel Love, Donna Summer.
Summer, Feel Love.
Donna Summer.
Duran Duran, because I remember them.
Puffer. Every time.
Bomber.
Bomber. Without a doubt. Puffer.
Bomber.
Puffer. Pac-Man.
Space Invaders.
Pac-Man.
Shame there ain't enough of them, Wimpy.
Neither.
Wimpy.
Wimpy.
Neither. Who are they? Mate, the Capri Gear. Yeah. Thought there were 2 birds. I'll have the Capri after Del Boy, yeah.
All depends. 3 litre, what?
3 litre.
3 litre Capri.
Oh, Escort.
Escort, first car.
Really? What colour?
Bronze.
Ford Escort, all day. My brother had an Escort, so Escort.
Oh, it's got to be Night Rider. Who don't want a car that talks?
Night Rider.
Night Rider.
18. I had the little men when I was a kid.
18. All day. Oh, I like Night Rider as well, though. Did it. I like Night Rider as well. That's pretty cool as well. So yeah, 18 and Night Rider.
Bit of both, really. Yeah, bit of both.
Mike by Dave.
Oh, sorry, mate.
That's all right, mate.